Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a video about what I hate about Scorpio. For those of you that don't know, I actually am a Scorpio, so this is going to be me bashing on myself, which is going to be great, positive self-esteem video here. So before I start this video, I want to explain something. If you are a Scorpio sign watching this, I want you to know that you are not just a Scorpio sun sign. There's so much more to your astrology than just that. I recommend looking up your astrology, especially your moon sign, because it gives you more insight into your personality and into your astrology, into the different facets and different characteristics that you have with your own unique personality. So some of the things I say in this video might not apply to you exactly, but this is just basic sun sign astrology. But there is more astrology to you. There's more things to you than just your sun sign. So if you think that this doesn't apply to you, that's probably because you have other planets that have different sorts of application and different sorts of attributes that are lended to you because of those different placements and different planets and whatnot. So that's my little disclaimer before I start anything. What I hate about Scorpio. Okay. You're stubborn. You absolutely need to have it your way. You're extremely focused on sex and digging deep with people and having deep connections. So much so that you scare people away. You're a bit too much for people sometimes because you're a lot to handle. You're very intense. You have these intense emotions because you're a Scorpio. And it makes it hard for you to relate sometimes to more shallow, more I don't say more shallow, but more easygoing people, because being a Scorpio is not very fun. There's a lot of intensity with it because you have that solar energy around Scorpio, which is the planet of personal power, or the sign related to personal power, sex, occult, death, all those things that people kind of don't want to talk about. They're related to taboos too. So being a Scorpio, a lot of people don't like you because you bring up the human shadow, essentially. You bring up the human shadow for them, and you bring up all these dark aspects that they don't want to deal with, and these dark things, and you're not scared of bringing it up. So people tend to not like that about you because you're too blunt, you're too open, you're too honest, you're too intense, just because you have that deep, penetrating personality. People don't like it. It comes off really, really rude sometimes, and really it comes off as too much, and it comes off as kind of scary and creepy. You're very creepy because you want to know everything. You want to know what's going on in other people's lives on a very deep level. Once you're interested in somebody, you want to know everything, and you want to know their deepest desires and their deepest attributes and different qualities about them, and you want to know those things. Now, being a Scorpio myself, I can relate to some of these. Another thing that Scorpio does is they're very clingy. They cling on to people, and they get obsessive. They're very obsessive when it comes to people, and so they get very clingy. They are terrible exes. So if you have an ex that's a Scorpio, you will remember that because they will probably stalk you. They will probably follow you and check up on you, and all that really creepy stuff that Scorpio does, that you see in movies and shit. That's because they're a Scorpio. That's what they do. So Scorpios also, they're very intense and they scare off people. a lot, because they don't they don't know when to stop. They don't know when it's getting too deep and it's getting too they don't know boundaries. Like they have a lot of trouble with boundaries, and being like respecting those other people because they want to know the deepest, darkest secrets of people. They want to know those things, and that's all well and good. But it's hard. It's hard to build a relationship sometimes when all you want is the deep stuff. You have to have a balance of like deep and not deep, because not everyone's going to want to talk about, unless you're a psychologist, which is very common of a Scorpio, or Scorpio placements in general. You're not going to want, like, you're not going to be having daily deep conversations with people. So yeah, Scorpios also, they think they're the shit, and they think that a lot of the fixed signs, like all the fixed signs, kind of think that they're hot shit. I don't know why, they just do. Like all four of them kind of have big heads. Like Taurus thinks they're the fucking sexiest thing. Leos think they're like the queen or king. Scorpios obviously think they're sexy and desirable and magnetic and all that stuff. And then Aquariuses think they're like the smartest person. So it's really interesting. But yeah, Scorpios, you definitely it's not all about sex. There are Scorpios that can easily get addicted to sex, because that's all they want, and that's how they feel good. So Scorpios, just be careful about that, because you could easily overindulge in sex a little bit too much, and like you could get like STDs, STIs, get someone pregnant. Just be careful when you're having sex. Don't mistake or don't like take away like, what's the word, protection. Don't take away the protection because of pleasure, which is essentially me saying like wear a condom, even though it feels better to not wear a condom, because you don't know if you don't want to screw up, so don't do that. Scorpios also, for those of you that don't know, Scorpios have 3 levels. They have the Scorpion, the Eagle, and the Phoenix. The Scorpion is very petty. They're very backhanded. They're backstabbing. The Scorpio is very good at calling people out on their shit. And so they just need to like not be like that, because Scorpios, because they can see into other people and read other people so well, they can tear people down really easily. And Scorpios sometimes can do that and be really petty and be really brooding and negative and emotional just because they're Scorpios. That's what they do. The Eagle is a little bit more enlightened. They're able to kind of see more of, because if you think of an eagle, the eagle kind of flies up and sees more like a bird's eye view and is able to kind of see the bigger picture, so they improve a little bit better. And then the Phoenix is the constant rebirth and the constant growth and the constant like tearing down of your own psychological barriers and your own psychological walls, instead of doing that for other people, sometimes without their permission. So yeah, Scorpios have 3 levels, like I said. So Scorpios, you're very emotionally attached to people. So take it easy, take a break. Not everybody's out to get you. You get very paranoid very easily, and you think that like people are just conspiring against you. So just be careful with that. Scorpios also they want deep union with someone, and it's not just sex. Sex is a great part of it, but they want that deep connection. And they can get it sometimes, but sometimes they chase that and they don't get it. So just, if you're a Scorpio, make sure that you're not pushing people so much to have those deep connections with you, because at the end of the day, you have to focus on you, and you should really be tearing down your own walls and your own limiting beliefs and stuff like that, instead of trying to do it for someone else, unless of course that's part of your career. But don't try and get in people's business and people's deepest, darkest secrets and shit and all that stuff. Don't try and do that all the time, because people don't like nosy people. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't get into people's stuff, because it's their stuff to deal with. Unless they ask you. If they ask you, that's fine. But yeah, I kind of figured this video was going to be kind of an advice video for Scorpios instead of an actual what I hate about Scorpios. But there are some things that I don't like about Scorpio. I don't like the deep emotional attachment. I don't like the paranoia. I don't like the scaring of people because you're so intense. I don't like that. Being a Scorpio myself, and other Scorpios, I find they have power struggles with a lot of people, and they don't like people in power sometimes, because they want to make sure that power is used correctly, instead of misused. So Scorpios sometimes can get on power trips, which isn't good either. So yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. So yeah. If you like this video, make sure to put a like down below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I make astrology videos all the time, spiritual videos. I will be doing some music videos, and I do language videos in Spanish and Japanese. I will eventually be doing stuff in French. So if any of that interests you, subscribe down below, hit the bell notification. You'll get notified when I put out a video. So yeah, that's my video. Down below, I do have my playlists. One of them is for my Jupiter-Saturn series that I have. The other one is for my Spirituality A to Z series, so make sure to check those out. And then down below, also, I have my moon sign video. So if you know your moon sign and you're interested in learning more about that, go down below, click on that video, and check it out, and look up your moon sign, and I'll talk to you about it. I'll give you my opinion. I'll let you know what I think. So yeah, that's my video. I love you guys, whether you're a Scorpio or not, and you're great. And you have positives and negatives. Everybody has them. So yeah, I'm done. Okay? I love you. I hate you. Both of the things. Goodbye.